So imagine this. You're in a major city somewhere and a thief walks up to you and points a gun right in your face and says, "Give me your wallet." So you hand over your wallet and this thief somehow looks through your wallet while still pointing the gun at you and counts your money. He then looks at you and says, "Okay, you have $457 in your wallet here. I am going to charge you $457 for the service of telling you how much money I am stealing from you." And then he says, "Goodbye, I appreciate the transaction," and he walks off with your wallet and your money. Does that sound fair? That is exactly what ATM machines are doing to people around the world right now, and this is not a freak occasional thing. This is a regular occurrence that is happening. Allow me to explain. So I'm back home in California now after 7 months of traveling to 23 different countries, and a few months ago when I was in Greece, then I made a video on this exact same topic, but I wanted to make another video in order to better clarify what I was talking about in order for people to be able to avoid a very prevalent scam, especially I found within Europe at many of the ATM machines there. And so here's what happened. I was in Malta and I went to an ATM machine, a Euronet machine, and tried to withdraw money, and it offered me an exchange rate that was really bad, and I realized that it was trying to scam me basically. And so I canceled that transaction and went to a different ATM somewhere out of the tourist zone that I was in a more local area, and managed to withdraw money with the usual fee of maybe $3, $4, $5. Actually, many ATM machines will not charge you a fee at all, and so that is something to keep in mind, is that it depends on which ATM machine you use. Some will not charge you anything other than your bank, your local bank will charge you a fee most likely to withdraw money internationally, and so this issue is mostly an international issue, at least as far as I have come across. And so some ATM machines are reputable and they will not try to scam you, and other ATM machines are not reputable and they will try to scam you and may try to scam you a whole lot. And so a couple of months later, then I came across this again when I was in Greece. Here's the deal, is that the ATMs are basically trying to charge you money for the service of telling you how much you're going to be charged in your local currency. Now, normally you withdraw from an ATM machine and you say you want 400 euros. And so you plug in 400 euros and maybe it will tell you that it's going to charge you a fee of 3.95 or 5 euros or whatever. And then you get your money and it is in euros and you don't know how much exactly you were charged. You then can find out when you go to your bank account, log into your account or whatever, and you will see that they should have given you a fair exchange rate at the current exchange rate between, say, the euro versus the US dollar or the British pound or whatever currency you use in your home country. And so what some ATMs are doing is they're saying, we're going to tell you how much we're going to charge you in your own local home currency, and we're going to charge you an extra fee on top of the usual fee in order to tell you how much you are charged in your home currency. And so they're taking advantage of people's familiarity with their own local currency, say the US dollar, and so you see the amount and then you feel a sort of comfortableness at seeing your own home currency, and so you agree to that without realizing that you have just been charged a whole lot more than you would have been charged if you had denied the opportunity for the ATM itself to convert the money and charge you an extra fee for that service. And so sometime later, then I was in Greece and I came across the same situation once again. It had been happening more and more regularly. I had not come across this previously in my travels, in my many years of travels, until this last summer. And then it started to crop up at many of the ATM machines that I tried to use in Europe. And so somehow then I withdrew money from an ATM machine in Athens, Greece, and I forget if I just kind of forgot about the situation or picked the wrong button or whatever, but somehow the ATM ended up charging me the amount that they were offering in US dollars instead of just the local euro currency. And then when I got the receipt, then I confirmed that the ATM had charged me an extra fee for the conversion, and I confirmed that then in my bank account that I had been charged a whole lot more than I should have been, and it was really a lot more. And so I tried to withdraw 400 euros from that ATM, and I still had the screenshot from xe.com, which is the website that I use to check the local exchange rates. And here it shows 400 euros equals $439.60. And so I still have the receipt that the ATM machine gave me after that transaction. And as you can see here, then I was charged almost $500 US for a withdrawal that should have taken only about $439 out of my bank account. And so that is the scam, and I would call it a straight up scam because you're getting absolutely nothing whatsoever in return. Like I said at the beginning of the video here, it is like a thief telling you that the service they are offering you is to tell you how much money they are stealing from you and calling that a fair deal. This is what the ATMs are doing. Now, just a little while later, about a week later, I was in Turkey and I came across an advertisement actually promoting this service. I was sitting on a plane going from Bodrum, Turkey to Cappadocia in Turkey, and this is the ad that I saw. Spend like in your homeland with our dynamic currency conversion solution. International travelers to Turkey who withdraw Turkish lira from a Vakıfbank ATM can enjoy the convenience of knowing the exact amount to be deducted from their account at the time of the withdrawal. And so that advertisement on an in-flight magazine on an airplane just shows you that they are trying to condition people to accept this convenience and the fee that goes along with it as if it is something positive, something that is making their life easier. And they aren't telling you the whole story, which is that they are actually charging you money unnecessarily, in which all you got to do is reject this offer, this currency conversion offer, and you will save a whole lot of money, like $50 or so per withdraw. People are annoyed at ATM withdrawal fees when they're $4 or $5. Imagine a $50 or $60 fee simply for withdrawing your money from an ATM machine, and that is all that is happening here. And so while I was there in Greece, the day after I'd recorded that other video, then I decided to record a clip showing exactly what happens when you get to the ATM machine and the choices that it offers you. So here is what you will see likely at many of the ATMs as they try to scam you and take your money by taking advantage of your familiarity with your home currency and perhaps your lack of understanding and knowledge of what the current exchange rates are. All right, so I'm here at a Euronets ATM machine, all logged in already, cash withdrawal. Let's see what happens. We're going to go for a small amount for this one. And here it is, 80 euro cents. It should be 90 euro cents. So what I'm going to do is decline conversion. And so I have 3 simple tips to keep in mind to help you to avoid this scam. Number 1 is know the current exchange rates. So you can check that website that I mentioned, xe.com, or any website that shows the current exchange rates, and make sure that you are being given a rate that is at least close to that current exchange rate. Number 2 is to read the ATM machines very carefully and know exactly what you're being charged. Basically, if they show you how much you're going to be charged in your own home currency, then it is probably a scam and you're going to be charged more than you should be. The ATM should normally only show how much you're requesting to withdraw in the local currency, for example, 400 euros, and then maybe the service fee on top of that, 3 euros, 4 euros, 5 euros, whatever. And then it's a good idea to always check your bank account and see how much you were charged and how much the conversion rate was, and make sure that it was a fair conversion. And the third thing is, when in doubt, given the choice between the local currency versus your home currency, always choose the local currency. Do not accept the home currency, because that is what they are going to charge you for, is this convenience of telling you how much money they are going to charge you. In other words, how much money they're going to steal from you. Now, there is good news both for me and for you when it comes to that ATM machine in Athens, Greece, that charged me like 50 bucks for that withdrawal. which is that I called my bank and I contested the withdrawal and said that I was given a bad exchange rate. And so my bank agreed to look into it, and after some time, a week or 10 days or something like that, then I got an email from my bank saying that they had agreed that I had been given a bad exchange rate, and they had refunded the amount that I was charged, the difference, versus the exchange rate that they would have charged me, my bank itself. And so I got my 50 bucks back. And so if you suspect that you might have been taken advantage of by this scam, then look at your bank statements and see how much you were charged compared to how much you withdrew from the ATM. And if it was a bad rate, then call your bank and tell them what happened and also contest it, and perhaps you can get your money back on this. And so I hope that this video helps you to avoid this scam in the future and keep more money in your pocket so you can keep on traveling. All right, thanks for watching. Take it easy.